The moment I caught that sly grin on her face, I knew something was wrong. It wasn't the warm smile I'd loved for years. This one was sharp, deliberate, like she was holding a secret I wasn't meant to know. That evening after we ate, she left her phone on the kitchen counter, screen glowing unlocked. Out of instinct, or maybe habit, I glanced at it. One text from her friend Tara stood out. He didn't even blink, lol. Maybe crank it up tomorrow. They were disappointed I hadn't reacted. My wife Claire and her recently divorced friends had cooked up a scheme, a test, they called it. A fake affair to spark jealousy, to see if I'd chase her, to make our marriage a stage for their drama. They thought love needed theatrics. What they didn't grasp was that I don't perform. I watch, I remember, and when the moment comes, I act. We'd been married 8 years, steady and solid. No grand gestures, no chaos, just trust, loyalty, and quiet strength. Or so I believed. I'd stood by Claire through her darkest times. When her mother passed, I took care of everything, from the memorial to the bills. When she was laid off, I supported us for nearly 2 years without a word of complaint. When Tara's husband betrayed her, Claire wept more than Tara did. They grew closer, and I slipped further into the shadows. Claire once said I was too calm, that my steadiness meant I didn't feel deeply. She mistook my restraint for indifference. So they staged their show to pull me out of my silence. It started subtly. Claire took late-night calls, locked her phone, laughed at messages she brushed off as Tara being silly. One evening, her jacket carried the faint scent of men's cologne. Another time, she said a colleague drove her home, but there was no trace of a rideshare. It wasn't clever. It was obvious, like a poorly rehearsed play. I wasn't the audience they expected, though. I don't erupt, I plan. I got a disposable phone and installed monitoring software. Legally questionable, but morally justified to me. Every text, every deleted message, every voice note came to me. Claire, Tara, and 2 other divorced friends had a group chat called Operation Spark. Their goal? Make me jealous, push me to fight for her, to prove I cared. They wanted fire. I gave them ice. I played along, took Claire to dinner, bought her roses, let her think their plan was working. Meanwhile, I consulted a divorce attorney specializing in complex cases and digital evidence. I quietly separated our finances, moved investments to my name, transferred half our savings to a trust under my brother's name, paid off joint credit cards, and closed them, leaving hers active for the sting. 3 weeks in, they escalated. Claire accidentally left her phone open again. This time, there were photos, blurry, staged shots of her with some man probably hired, captioned, "He bought me coffee and called me stunning. Haven't heard that in forever." They wanted me to break. Instead, I said, "You look stunning. Nice to know someone else sees it." She froze. That wasn't in their script. The next day, I filed for divorce, timing it for her birthday. I took her to her favorite rooftop restaurant, where she glowed, likely thinking their game had won me over. During dessert, I slid an envelope across the table. She laughed, expecting a romantic note. Her smile vanished when she saw divorce in bold at the top, with printouts of their group chat attached. Her signature on their cruel prank, stapled to the end of our marriage. Her hands shook as she stammered. "I didn't mean. It was Tara's idea. They said it'd make you fight for me, wake you up." I looked at her, really looked, and saw the regret but also the dawning truth. She'd bet our life together on people who had nothing to lose. Tara's idea? I said evenly. Then let her build a life with you. I walked out. Tara texted me first, a weak attempt to guilt me, saying I was proving their point by leaving. I sent her a screenshot of the trust transfer and one line. "You played games. I made moves." Then I blocked her. Claire tried harder, showing up in tears, swearing she loved me, calling it just a prank. But love that needs manipulation isn't love, it's control. I don't bend to that. She didn't expect consequences, just like her friends didn't expect to lose their own games. They thought noise was power. Real power is quiet, precise, invisible. The divorce closed in 5 months. I kept the house. She got a rental and a hard lesson. Our true friends sided with me after seeing the evidence of their calculated scheme. The ones who didn't, I let go with her. Do I miss her? No. I miss who I thought she was. But that woman vanished the moment she let others direct our story. This isn't vengeance born of spite, it's closure born of truth. Let them call me heartless. Let them say I went too far. I'd rather stand alone in quiet than share my life with someone who schemes behind my back with friends who scorn loyalty. I didn't yell. I didn't rage. I ended their play.